Hello everyone. So before the holiday rush hits, let's make sure your shop is actually ready to bring in those Christmas orders. So this is going to be a quick 5-minute check. Now don't get me wrong, the video/podcast is not going to be five minutes, but for you to actually do this stuff, it is going to be 5 minutes. So I've got some notes here and round by where my finger's pointing. If you're watching the video version, I've got some notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's why. I want to make sure that I stay on track. I want to make sure I get everything said that I need to get said. So without further ado, let's get into it. But can I just say before we do that we've all been there, right? The busy season kind of just sneaks up on you and suddenly you're scrambling. You're scrambling to update photos, tweak listings and figure out your delivery cutoff date. Royal Mail every, am I right? All while orders are coming in and you're just like, or you are like patiently waiting for your orders and they're just not really coming in and you're like, damn, like I need to make sure that I take more advantage of the busy season rather than me just kind of like you wishing that it does what it needs to do, right? But here's the thing. There are some simple tweaks now that will make a huge difference later on down the line as to how confident customers feel buying from you during the holiday season, right? I'm going to say the word holiday, Christmas, Xmas. I'm going to use those terms interchangeably, okay? So today we are going to run through a super quick 5-point shop checklist that you can do in less than 5 minutes to see if you're holiday ready. And if you need to make some changes, we are going to give you a few gaps to fill. So let's get into it, all right? I want you to literally score yourself on each of these because I feel like that's the only way we're going to know for sure which ones we need to work on first. So I need you to be honest with yourself because as they say, if you're being dishonest with yourself, the only person you're hurting here is you. All right. So if you can answer yes, confidently, you're good. You can move on. If it's a, yeah, maybe, or a no, or I'm not really sure, that is the thing you need to work on before the Christmas rush. So check number 1 is your festive first impression. Now, what this means is that when someone lands on your shop, does it feel like a Christmassy vibe? So the garden centre near me, right, they get all of their Christmas stuff up by like the second week of September. Not only that though, no. They're like putting fake snow everywhere. The Christmas music gets cracked out. It's like the Christmas smells. It's for every single sense. It's like, hey, Christmas. And don't get me wrong, September is a little bit early, let's be honest. But they are making everyone who steps in through their doors feel like it's Christmas. And that is the key thing. You can't just throw some Christmas listings up and like call it a day. You need to make your shop feel Christmassy. And the more you can do here, the better. So that's things like a banner or header updated with a seasonal Christmas feel. Announcement welcoming holiday shoppers in your announcement bit. And your shop feels just generally alive and not abandoned. So an example here is swap your summer banner for one with cozy, festive imagery or a note like now taking Christmas orders. Like that's as simple as it has to be, okay? Now, check number 2 is giftable products are front and center of your shop. They are there ready for people to buy. Literally, there are people that take months doing their Christmas shopping. There are also people that take 10 minutes to do it. So they also need everything that is all about Christmas and all the things that they're possibly going to buy. They need all those things to be front and center. Okay. So can your customer instantly see what's perfect for gifting? Is that a thing? Can you go into your shop, like just your normal home page, whether that's Etsy, your own website, whatever that is, and can people instantly see, okay, I know where I'm getting my gifts from because they're right there. Okay, the answer is no, you need to do some changes. So we need to make sure that your giftable listings are in your top row. Now, if you're on Etsy Plus, you can actually have that scrollable banner, which I'd also recommend putting them there too. And also you can have featured categories. So if you do have a Christmas category or holiday or whatever, you can actually like put that at the top of your shop. So Etsy Plus at this time of year, I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it does help because you're immediately like shoving the giftable things right there so people can find it. Okay. You also need to make sure that your Christmas or holiday section is visible in your shop, like menu right there. Okay. So the thing with this is that we need to make sure that it's very, very accessible. Can you see a theme here? Very, very accessible and easy for people to find your Christmas collection. Okay. So if you're on Etsy, that would be your shop category. If you're on your own website, that would be literally just putting your product into 2 different categories, right? So the last thing is that your product titles mention gift or seasonal keywords. Okay. Now, one thing I really want to be clear here, you know what I'm going to say if you've been with me for a while, if you are creating a Christmas product from a product that does well for you anyway, it gets views, it gets sales, do not edit the existing listing. Do not do it. It resets the algorithm. We don't want to be doing that really. So instead, I want you to create a copy and instead infuse that with all the Christmas, the thingamajiggies, like the keywords and the pictures and all that kind of stuff. Make a copy, make that copy the Christmassy one. Okay. And the beauty with that as well is that with Etsy, with the shop categories, it means that you can put one in one and one in the other and put the Christmassy one in the Christmas category. Make sense? So, example here is instead of saying soy wax candle vanilla, you can turn that into vanilla soy wax candle cozy winter gift, just as an example. Okay. So check number 3 is make sure delivery info is clear and reassuring. Buyers panic, especially around the holidays. It's all filled with panic, especially like in December. They panic if they don't know for sure if something is going to arrive in time. People do not want to be wasting money and wasting time, getting something possibly late, returning it, all that kind of stuff. It's just, personally, I can't be bothered. So God knows what your customers feel like. Okay. But you need to make sure that your shipping profiles are updated with accurate dispatch times. You also need to make sure that your last order dates for Christmas are clear and they are in the announcements and in the listings themselves as well. And also this incorporates any international cutoff dates as well. So if you send your items to the US, to Australia, to New Zealand, don't just say Christmas cutoff date is the 18th of December, because that's not going to be the case for those guys. Okay. So an example here is add a little bit that says order by 10th of December for UK Christmas delivery in bold at the top of your listing description, in your photos and in your announcement, and also in your header as well. So again, this is where Etsy Plus, like I said, does really well at this time of year, because you have that scrollable banner. So you have more than one banner that you can choose from, and just make sure that people are seeing lots of different information, not just your one stagnant banner that you have on the basic plan. Okay. So check number 4 is a bit of a tricky one, but it's worthwhile doing. So you need to make sure that your upsells and any extras that you have are easy to add. Now, I do go a little bit more in depth in this in my Get Your Shop Ready for Christmas in One Weekend mini course. Okay, so I'll put the link to that depending on where you are watching this, either YouTube, podcast, wherever, it will be somewhere. Okay. However, we know that little touches can make a massive difference to order value. So we're talking things like adding a gift wrap option. That is honestly the easiest way to add a little upsell. And trust me, there are people like me who are terrible at wrapping Christmas gifts. So if someone's charging a £5 to have it all lovely wrapped and, you know, nicey, I would honestly just do it, because it just saves me having to wrap it. It looks so much better. And it makes the gift look more expensive, because believe me, if I was to wrap it, it would not look expensive. It would look like it was wrapped by a 2-year-old. Also, personalization boxes are a great thing. So if you can personalize in any way, shape or form, that's even the gift wrap, add that in. And also matching products. Make sure that matching products are also linked in your descriptions as well. This is a time of year when people are generous. People want to outdo themselves gift-wise. So make sure to allow them to do that. You know, make sure that they can add this and add that and do this and do that. You know what I mean? So an example here is pair this mug with our handmade hot chocolate mix, link in description. Now, if you have enough photo slots, I'd actually recommend to add a photo in and a link in your description as well. Or just maybe have it in the same category, or if you're on Shopify, if you do have your own website, you can actually download an app that will automatically pop up with add this when they add it to cart. Such a good app. I don't remember the exact name, but if you type in upsells in the Shopify app store, you will find it there. Check number 5. You are promoting, but without being pushy. Are you telling people it's time to shop? Are you giving them a clear call to action? Because if the answer is no, you're more than likely missing a trick here. Okay. So you need to make sure that social posts mention gift ideas or festive orders. You also want to make sure that your email list, if you have one, and by the way, if you don't have one, keep your eyes out if you're on my email list, because I have something really special and really cool coming your way really, really soon. Just like a little side note here. If it's already out, I'll pop the link around here. If you can't see it, DM me and I'll let you know. But you need to make sure that your email list has some kind of holiday welcome to it. And you also want to make sure that your shop / your link in bio or announcement includes a gentle festive prompt. So something like, looking for a cozy handmade gift, my winter range is ready to shop now. You basically want to steer someone towards your Christmas gifting products. That's what I want you to do. So we're not doing like the major call to action of do this, buy now, blah, 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 blah. But we're actually just kind of saying, okay, you know what? If you're looking for a gift and you haven't done it yet, I actually have some awesome things. So go here and you will find them here, you know? So your homework for this week is very, very simple. Open your shop right now and I want you to run through those 5 checks. Anything you can't tick off, write it down and make it your priority this week. Did you know that on average, shops that have gifting items, which let's be honest, handmade businesses, you are in this category. Did you know that up to 40% of your annual revenue will be made over the Christmas period? So really we're looking at November and December. That's crazy. 40% of your annual revenue will be made in those 2 months. Crazy, right? I've made something that is going to walk you through step by step how to nail this and how to make sure that beyond these 5 checks, your shop is ready and raring to go. Not only prepped to get orders, but also enticing Christmas buyers in, getting them to convert. And all in all, just making sure your shop is holiday ready. It's called Get Your Shop Ready for Christmas in One Weekend. Does what it says on the tin. You and I spend 2 to 3 days together virtually within this mini course. And we go through giving your shop a festive glow up that builds buyer trust. We also go through things like updating banners, announcements. I give you templates and things and swipe files, things that you can copy, paste, put in, things that are proven to help people convert. And so that customers feel confident and ready to buy. We also make your most giftable products stand out instantly. We also talk about adding small festive touches that increase order values. Hello, the upsell. And we're also going to be talking about gently promoting your shop without running ads or posting daily. By the end of this weekend, your shop will be polished, festive and ready to sell this Christmas without the overwhelm. So I will pop the link in the show notes, in the YouTube description, wherever you are watching this. I'd recommend to go and grab that and do it ASAP, because as we know, September is the time when we need our shop to be done, dusted, ready for Christmas. And if you're not there yet, you are kind of running a little bit behind. So we need to make sure we get on that. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you same time, same place next week for another episode of the How to Be a Handmade Boss show.